Hello, Bluetooth. It's the one and only Icebound Glaceon, and that's a big wall. um, we're in a custom world. I'm just gonna check things out first before we get started on making a plane. So I noticed a few people for the well, I'm hosting a tournament on the weekend on Saturday, so I noticed a few people said well, they thought the track was too long, so here's another option. I think it's quite boring, to be honest. Let's try the one over here. This is supposed to be a go-kart track. Does not look like a go-kart track to me. Looks like everything did not load in properly. Okay. Maybe the other one's the same, didn't load in properly. Let's try this one over here then. This one wouldn't be a go-kart track though. It's just a mountain road. Yeah, looks like this one spawned in properly. Oof. The wall being right there, so you can't even look at it from afar. I don't know, this one looks decent, actually. I'm a little disappointed in that one and the one over there, though. Okay, so now for the mechanism we're going to be using. So, how do I put this? You guys obviously know I have this thing here, right? This is essentially the gyro we're going to be using, which should have the controller, yeah, below it. 28, 28, 17, 17, 17. Okay. Which means we should be able to actually take it out by destroying that block and that block. Cool. So this will be the gyro we use. Obviously not my design. Also, if you notice it's got a Brent batch stabilizer in it, we're also going to use more Brent batch stabilizers. I don't know how big this project is going to be, but okay. So you obviously see this right here, right? You see this here and this. Yeah. I'm going to be combining, even though this one looks nicer, I'm going to be combining 9 of these. So, yeah. Okay, so for now, we're just going to weld the middle parts to each other. Cool. There we go. There. So hopefully, if we weld... Hmm... So now we just need to grab the middle one, which actually, we go like this. Oops. And now we should be able to somehow grab that middle one there. Worst comes to worst, I have to delete, a section, because we do need that welded in. Making things difficult for myself, apparently. Mm-hmm. No, let's just... do it this way. There we go. So now we have our cube, and this will be the core for our flying machine. And you're probably thinking, why the hell are you using that? And why this? Why so many glitches? Because the way I'm going to do the flight controls, let's just say, the thrusters. You know how on the stable, whatever the fuck it's called, this thing? You know how on this it only has forward, up, and down? And then obviously you have the gyro affecting, the pitch controls, and then the, then the steering, the A and D affecting the yaw. So the gyro is still going to affect the pitch and roll. But you're going to also be able to control it with WASD. So, yeah, that's a thing. And before I forget, let me actually put a controller here. Okay, this one might be the one that was 18. And these ones be the one that's hey, good morning, lol. I guess for some people around the world it would be morning. Is this thing actually... Let's see, what if I lock that? And then I lock that. Okay, both those are still active. That is not what we want. Okay, so what happens if we turn this one by a degree? There we go. And then a degree in the other way? Oops. Cool. That one turns on. That one turns on. There we go. Now we have 1 degree of sensing. It's almost 10 for you, lol. But yeah, to get this thing to 1 degree of sensing, that's the settings we need. We also can turn off that and that one. There we go. So this will be our gyro. It's super sensitive, which is awesome. It's got 1 degree of sensing. And then that's going to go into... Well, I'm going to test first to see if I can do it this way. If not, then I'll just double up the bearings. It really doesn't matter. So instead of doing hard stops like I did in my really old version, I'm not going to do hard stops. I'm going to do a digital stop. And if you're wondering what I mean by hard stop and digital stop, it's... So let's say if, I don't know, the vehicle would be or is going to invert or something, right? We obviously, or if this thing gets off kilter, right? And we don't want it to hit against the body or anything. So before I just have it so it just hit the side of the body and it wouldn't be able to rotate anymore, so you'd be stuck at that angle. But I'm going to use sensors, right? To tell it saying, oh, don't go anymore. So it doesn't, throw this out of whack. The main reason I am doing bearings on both sides isn't just to make it level, it's also so I can use a controller. 2 controllers. So we're going to try to see if, we can rotate it both ways, kind of thing. So let's see, can I put this to 15? Okay. Now what happens if I put the other one to 15 in the opposite direction? Interesting. Okay, so now what happens if I make the base of this all, a decently heavy object? So now let's see. The game does not like it, from what I can see. But then again, the portions should all be welded together. But yeah, it's because I scheduled the stream for, my usual time just in case I didn't end up going home early. But since I did end up going home early, I did start the stream early. That's why I said, it might be an hour early on Discord. So that means the people that didn't go from my YouTube to Discord obviously missed out at the beginning, which isn't really much, obviously. I'm just explaining the mechanisms, and I also showed, 2 map options. So, yeah. Why is that? Are those welded together? Oh, these are not. The base was, but not this part. That explains why it was being buggy. Okay. Yeah, see, 30 degrees. Yeah. It's got a decent amount of power to it. Yeah, if we turn it 15 in the opposite. Yeah, see. It won't rotate. Huh. So we are going to have to double bearing it then. Because the one on one side works perfectly fine. But I can't input from the other way. Let's try it this way. It is trying. I'll give it that. Oh, you just weren't online. Okay. Lol. You're listening to a new album. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so now what we can do with this, right, is, again, hopefully this works in this aspect here. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Is now we can take this, put that there. Oh, it's already welded. Good. And now we can take this down to about there, and to about there. Should be more than enough rotation. The bottom ones I am going to make out of metal. There we go. Cool. Which means we'll just add... Well, no, we don't really need that much. There should be more than enough. Yeah. Because now if we hook up the gyro, right, to this, right, so we put in, like, I don't know, a bunch of controllers kind of thing, right? So we go, like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Cool. And we have that one go there, that one go there, this one go there, and this one go there. And we'll just rotate it by, like, I don't know, like 15 degrees. Not by default. Cool. And we'll go 15. There. God damn it. There. And there. Cool. Killjoy by Fox Steven. Interesting. Are you gonna have to go and grab food? Okay. So now if we grab this and we hook it into right about there. Actually, I can. Oh, for that leg spike though. Oh, game rig joined. Nice. Cool. There we go. So we should be able to weld it directly onto there. And I'm not even going to have this extra stuff here. I'm just going to weld it directly. Doesn't really matter. Cool. So obviously when we have, say, this one on, right? Let's quickly reset the cube here. Oh, it's already on tilt. Interesting. Might be a little too sensitive. So this one goes in red. So rotates it. Yeah, it might be a little too sensitive. Let's actually put these on like a degree. I could also speed them up as well. And let's see. So this one rotates it like that. Cool. Cool. So these might be actually opposites, but easy way to tell. Wait, why is this part on a bearing? Oh, I see. So I've welded it to the wrong spot, is what you're telling me. So I'm actually supposed to weld it to this one here. Mm-hmm. Cool. So now to hook these up again. Let's see, in red. That one. There. So let's see how that acts when we do this. So that's clearly rotating in the opposite direction for that axis. So let's just swap those. There we go. Let's try this again. Okay, now let's try this axis. Oops. Yeah, it's I don't think this axis is working. Stable much, lol. We'll just add a little bit of metal. Yeah, it should be trying to rotate it back right now, but it doesn't look like it is. So it looks like that axis is not working. Okay, so let's try swapping those then. So let's swap. Like that. Oh, okay. It was the right axis before then. That just flopped. Okay. So it's just not as powerful on the one side. So let's actually increase the angles just to put them to like 15. I'm just curious how much weight we can actually throw on this until it breaks. But you see, like, you can probably see how stable this is going to be. Remember, this is just the gyro part. We still have a manual override. But, like... it's trying. It's trying. So let's see, what happens if we take off the weight? Does it even itself out? It looks like it wants to, but it doesn't. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm actually going to lower these to 5 degrees. I'm going to put them on repeat. This could absolutely break this thing, or it can actually make it better. We'll see. Because I don't like to usually put these on repeat, but we'll see. May have to put them on repeat. which means they'll keep trying to push in that direction until it does. So let's see. Let's try putting on some weight. Okay, what about removing the weight? Yeah, it looks like it's. Oh yeah, no, it overcorrected. It overcorrected a lot. That's not. I don't think that's the right direction. It's still rotating. Let's try this again. So let's try removing that one, removing that one. I've already forgot. Oh well. Okay, why does it feel like these are both pushing in the same direction? Let me just right click on that. And see, this is why I don't like putting these on repeat. As you guys can clearly see, it doesn't really want to work when it's on repeat. Let's just try putting it on extreme. Okay, so this issue might be a thing because we're trying to do fancy bearing setup. So let me just try to remove that fancy bearing setup to see if that fixes it. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to double bearing it directly from here. Which means this side will stay free floating to balance it out. Which is perfectly fine, whatever. We're actually going to disconnect that and then reconnect it so we reset the bearing position. So then we're going to put this to 5 and this to -5. And let's see how that behaves. Flawlessly. Okay, what about this? But yeah, remember, it's on 1 degree, right? And these are... It's on 1 degree of sensing, but you can see how this thing starts to get misaligned. Right? Which is the main reason I want to put a hard stop on it and why I don't really want to do on repeat. But... like, if we do this, right? To overweigh it, you'll see it just balances itself right out. Yeah, it's a little unfair. And as long as this thing can rotate freely inside its, its container, we don't ever have to worry about it colliding with anything, so that's not an issue either. So, we just have to fix the other axis. So let's try, I don't know, testing it from this side then. Let's see if that does anything. Oops, apparently just wants to bounce right off. Yeah, it looks like that side of the double bearing setup is fine. That side levels itself out. It's a trampoline, lol. But yeah, so you could kind of see how this system is going to be a little overpowered. Obviously, we have to add a little bit of tolerance to these, so I'm actually going to lower these by a degree. Because it's a little too sensitive, right? So we don't want it to jitter, right? So let's see, that should prevent quite a bit of the jitter. So it should only correct when it gets too far. Okay, who's, Pingu? Come on, why are you lagging the game? Hey, DS, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your stay. But as you can see, this thing is a little unfairly stable. So, like, add weight. Add more weight. Let's add even more weight. Okay, so that overpowers it, right? And now we fix it. Yeah, it's unfair, to say the least. Especially since this isn't going to do a whole platform. Glitch weld all those into one block. I don't know if it would still work if it was all in one block. Oh, what? Oh, what's going on here? Okay, so that might be the speed of these controllers here. You're from Kazakhstan. Well, welcome. Okay, I'm starting to think from these ones, they do have to be a little bit more sensitive. So let's try this again. Yeah, okay, that fixes it. Kind of. It is overcorrecting a lot, which is not good. So let's actually lower these to 28. And I'm also going to try putting the same mechanism that's on the other side over here. Pingu, you okay? Gets into an oscillation, yes. Unfortunately. Oh, let me do that. Do that. Disconnect that. I'm actually going to disconnect that one as well. So we can have it nice and neat like that. So we have this one go into these two, and then we have this one go into those two. Cool. So let's see how that behaves. It's not enough weight. Jeez. It hasn't even gotten to the point where it needs to activate yet. There we go. Yep. It overcorrected, actually, surprisingly. Oh, I left these on the not as sensitive versions. Why isn't this side activating? That's a little odd. Like, don't get me wrong, it's staying stable. Oh my god, it's actually able to fight that. Oh. And does it just magically balance itself out? Yep. So it looks like that axis is actually fine to leave on really sensitive. The other axis, however, as you can see, it's not so good to leave on super sensitive. So for now, I actually think I'm gonna... Wait, why is it activating so fast? Oh, it fixed itself. Wait, is that because of these axes? Oh, I was adjusting the wrong one. That would be why. I was supposed to make this one more sensitive. or leave both of them on not as sensitive, which seems to be fine, actually. Infinitely, yeah. Okay, so now that we have this mechanism here, right? Now we have to do all the controls. So, as you can see, this is just directly wired from there into here, right? But what we also want to do is we want to add other inputs as well. So we do have to have it on, this one has priority or one or the other kind of thing, right? Hmm. That fixed that. Okay. I fixed the oscillation issue. Just had to put it to 4 degrees. Alright, so, but yeah, we have to put these into gates, right? So we'd have to go like that. And then we'd have to go like that. And the main reason we're doing this is so we can have an override, right? There we go. So it doesn't look quite as neat, but it works. When Mach 100 not really completely pink and called it, oh god. That was a metal plate, had mod pack. Huh. I see. But yeah, this should hopefully be, what are you guys doing? I'm just confused what you guys are doing, that's all. Nothing. Because the way those pistons are laid out, it looks like the one side goes down by a lot. Or, I guess in this case, that one would be going up. Which kind of makes no sense. Interesting. But yeah, obviously I can compact this even more if I wanted to. There's lots and lots of room to compact this. But we do have to put oh wait, I'm starting to see a problem. These aren't on color sensors, so as soon as you walk over them. But oh well. So let's see, we're not going to worry about yaw, right? But we do need to make this neutrally buoyant kind of thing. And we also have to add wings to it. So I think for now, I'm going to add my wheel mugs. Oh, you gotta go for now? Okay. Well, thanks for joining for a bit. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, okay. Oh, you're making a piston engine. There we go. You don't know what's causing them to die? Oh, okay. It looks so derpy. Oh, wow. Interesting. So is this supposed to be a trap or something? Those pistons are not acting properly on my screen. They aren't supposed to stay on? Okay. Huh. Why is the gyro not... Why did the gyro go off kilter? That's a little odd. I've never seen this gyro break before. Wait, let's see. It should stay perfectly level. Or as close to as it can. It's definitely doing a decent job. Because, like, I'm pretty sure if you hold a plane up by its wing, it does not stay that stable. Hey, stop and slide, welcome. No, I don't have the mod pack on. But I'm pretty sure that's pretty stable. Right? When did you say that's... Oh, and it fell off. Okay. You gotta admit, that's pretty stable. Because remember, I want it stable enough that you can literally stand on it. I just don't get why this gyro is, Oh, it's trying to rotate. Interesting. I don't know what's going on. Now it thinks it's level. But it's not quite level, because I don't have it on 1 degree right now. Cough, Airbus, cough, oof. But see, here's the nice thing about making a plane with this, right? Here's the thing. If I press forward, right? W, I tilt down. That's literally it. That's the only benefit. Because we can have this on thrust. Right? We don't need pitch controls for the wings at all. Like, at all. We just need WASD to go into the override, which we can just put these on, or. Right? And that should be more than enough to control the plane. Obviously, this gyro is going to fight us, so that might cause a little bit of an issue. But I'll find a way around it. Like somehow disable this while, you know, this is when this is having buttons pushing. Words. Okay. Just launch me. See, I could just have it go directly into... that and then have another controller here, but then it's going to fight it. Because I can afford them back into this one and then this go into that one there. I don't know if that would work though. Actually, no, let's try that. I'm curious. Yeah, that just breaks it. It literally put it under the wing. Yeah, that's. But it's getting caught in the wing. But it looks like it's trying to bend that way, actually. It doesn't like it at all. But for now, I think instead of WSD, I'm going to try buttons, just to see if this concept even works. So we're going to have... oh gosh. ASDW. So 2, which is the next one, will go into tilting to the left. Which one tilts to the left? Would be... Why do I feel like these both rotate in the same direction? Let me go the one that goes down. Let's see if that works first. That is not rotate left. That is the opposite. Damn. Let's try that one. So that would be S, which does look like it rotates back, which is good. Which means we now do that one and that one. Or, whoops. Remember, obviously we're going to do WASD instead of buttons, but you'll see. So, turn on, and let's see if we can pull back. So that's rotate right. And that's rotate left. This is supposed to go up. It's trying, and this should go down. Yeah, it might. Yeah, remember it's having to fight the stabilizer now. Oof. Okay, actually, I think I have a solution for this. Oh, I accidentally got rid of my my lift, apparently. And so, I'm just gonna make the back a little bit heavier. Sounds like a dumb solution. Is a dumb solution. But will it work? Yeah, should. Yeah, when this is really light, it does not like this at all. Mm-hmm. So this should go up. Rotate right. Oof. Rotate left. Yeah, I might still need more weight in the back. And we don't have a reverse. Oh, I gotta remember to not leave thrusters on. I'm tempted to just hook up my WSD converter because I don't like using 2, 3, 4, and 5 like at all. So let me just grab my freaking WSD converter real quick. This one should be good enough. W, S. We have W, and we have S. The other one doesn't matter, that one's configurable. So we're actually going to throw the WSD converter on the back because gotta save room, I guess? I don't know. No particular reason other than just trying to save room. Shouldn't interfere with that, hopefully. Doesn't look like it. So we have hooked this up into there, and then this one should be W, which means W would be 5. Cool. Then we can delete that. Then S would be 3. Then we have our right and left, which is simply do that and that. Did I leave that hooked into the... I totally did. So left is ironically the one on the left, which is 2. And this one's 4, which means we can delete that, that, and that. Remember, the A and D is not instant right now, so there will be a slight delay, but the W and S is instant. So we're just gonna temp plane. So let's try this. Go up, left. Might have to increase the angle. And or increase the lift. Because it's going already fast enough. Oh, shit. Hey, bees knees, welcome. So I'm actually going to lower the thrust. But I'm actually going to increase the amount of lift. I'm also going to put those to 5 and also move them forward. 3, 4, and 5. So let's see if this magically fixes our issues. Okay, that is far too slow now. Whee! So I'm actually going to delete those and increase the thrusters back to default. Oh, that was a mini leg spike. Okay, so let's actually increase that. I'm tempted to put these on a slight angle. And by tempted, I mean I'm going to. I'm doing it right now. I'm also going to put these ones on an angle too. And in blue. Do. And then we should be able to add that and that without any issues. What was the last one we named the temp plane? You guys okay? You guys both left at the same time. I'm a little concerned. Oh, someone crashed the game for you guys. Oh, look at this. Wow. So let's go down? Can we even go down? So we can go up. But I want to go down. Yeah, it looks like the gyro broke, actually. Yeah, that gyro broke. Which is not a good sign, actually. That gyro should never break. Stop and slide's trying to get in a call? Question mark? What the heck? Interesting. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to increase the angles. So I'm gonna edit these controllers here. So I'm actually gonna put these to about 6, which is a 50% increase, which is actually quite significant, even though it doesn't seem that significant. I'm also going to put this part on a bearing. And hook that up into the seat. As much as I think it looks nice in the position it's in right now, we don't want it to collide with the WSD converter. So these actually have to be reversed. Cool. Let's try this again. Oh yeah, that's a lot more responsive. Might be a little too responsive, to be honest. Oh, you gotta go? Okay. Yeah, why is the gyro breaking? Stop and slide. Why did you spawn in my fuel-powered car? Oof. Oh yeah, this thing wants to straighten out. I'm actually going to add weight on the back here. Mm-hmm. I wonder if it's colliding with that right there. Also, this is too much weight. Also, what the fuck is this? That shit out here. Okay, so that's too much weight. Also, the body isn't very long. Do 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 do. Alright, I still have to make this be a VTOL as well. I hear a radio. Oh. There we go. But yeah, I wonder if it's actually colliding with that controller there. So it shouldn't be. It should be on the same axis. But it might be affecting it. Yeah, who the fuck is causing lag, guys? Which one of you fucks is doing it? Ah, okay. Be careful. And see, we also have a hard part to this as well. Because you notice how when we let go of the throttle, it just drops, right? What we have to do is, well, what I have to do is I have to make it so it can hover as well. So not only does it be able to fly, obviously we're going to make it longer and such, and make it look like a goddamn actual plane. Not only do we have to make it fly and remove the metal and replace it with wood, it doesn't look vanilla. This is 100% vanilla. There are no mods in this, other than the wings, obviously. Oh wait, did I? Did I? Ah, shit. Did I say it was going to be 100% vanilla? Let's see. No, I don't think I did. Suspension glitch stabilized, gyro rotating suspension glitch cube that has controls for both strafing and flying that can be swapped with a click of a button. Stupidly stable VTOL. Okay, it's not vanilla. Just the wings are modded. Everything else is vanilla. That's it. There's just the wings. Yeah, so basically now we have this somewhat working. I do have to put the... Oh, you're just busting me. God damn it. Busting my nuts. I do have to lower this gyro, I believe, though. Because right now it's slightly top-heavy. Like, it tries to stay as stable as it can, but for some reason... On my other one, it works perfectly fine. It doesn't ever lose its balance. But this one, it's ever so slightly losing that. So... But you can probably see how this is, yeah, it's pretty stable. So, yeah, that works. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna have to connect the front to the back. I'm probably gonna use a piston to do it actually, which it should be fine. And then I'm also gonna remove the metal. This isn't a fucking toaster. God damn it. And then we have this. So I basically have to combine this and this together, and we get our VTOL flying machine. Because this is already really, really stable. So, I don't know, I like this. Those are sensing white. Interesting. So I could just paint those two white, and that'd be good enough for that. And obviously to go down, it's just 2. You just tap 2. And 1 to go up, tap 2 to go down. And then obviously when you go to the ground, it stops. And you press both to go up. So, yeah. I don't know, I like this. I want to make this plane, or that plane do this. Right? So once I can make that go like this in VTOL, because this is essentially what the VTOL is going to be. Except for, it's going to have strafe for both right and left instead of rotate right and left. Unless I remove the strafe right and left and make it so it can rotate right and left, but, yeah, whatever. I just have to merge those two now. Oh yeah, the dyno tank. Yeah, I'll eventually do a dyno tank. I do want to make a VTOL aircraft that is piston powered, and I've been challenged to do only 1 piston engine instead of 2, which is possible. It wouldn't be too hard. So, yeah. Now I just gotta combine these. So let me just do this. Cool, and then we'll paint white, white, and we'll put these on color mode white. White, and color mode white. So that should fix that issue. Yeah, now we can stand on top, it won't have an issue. Obviously, we have to rebalance it, make it look like a proper plane, make it a little bit lighter, and then once that's all done, I have to make it balanced for VTOL mode, which is going to be not fun at all. But after that's all done, it should be good to go. But I know we've only been live for an hour, but I'm kind of done. This is essentially what I wanted to make, other than adding the ability to actually hover. So I'm actually happy that this mechanism still works. Save it true. But here's the thing with this. You don't even need the double bearings. You can just hook it up directly to the seat. So you can use an engine, right, with W and S to control, forward and back, or pitch. Then you can use the A and D directly from the seat on this axis here for your roll. Which means you obviously won't need all this extra fancy stuff. I just wanted to have a gyro as well because I'm going to need the gyro anyways when I have it in VTOL compatible mode. So, yeah. Remember, the wings actually don't rotate at all. They're just set to a specific angle. This part actually does because it makes it easier to fly, but whatever. I'll tune it and everything. Obviously, when I make it lighter and longer, it's going to respond a lot better. My back end is glitching? I mean, my back end is glitching. Wait, looks like it's glitching? Oh, on your screen, okay. It looks fine on mine. But this is my instant WASD converter. The W and S on this version are instant, not the A and D. I do have a version that has both A and D instant, or both A and D and WS instant, would be this one right here. So, it's just an extra block more compact. Why not, right? Well, that means I still have to put the upper part of the monster truck on. I still have to combine these two, which won't take me very long, actually. It'll take me like an hour. Obviously, I'm not going to do that on stream. Unless I do a stream that is literally dedicated to finishing old projects. But if we did that, I'd have to go back and finish my old semis. So... yeah. That's also a thing. It's a goddamn mustard thing. I wonder if I'm starting to wear myself out with Scrap Mechanic. I'm doing too many streams too often. Oh, a couple things. Tournament Saturday. If you guys want to enter, either go to my Discord, the link's there, or B, I'll put it in the comment section or in the description. 2, I'm wondering on your guys' feedback for a couple new series. I recently got Binding of Isaac, Rebirth. I could buy Afterbirth as well, whatever. It's just a DLC. I'm wondering if you guys would be interested in seeing that. I've also gotten back into a game I used to play back in 2008, which is called Spectrobes. Fucking love that game. So I was wondering if you guys wanted to see those as well. But, I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Bye! Oh, and projects to come, we have a piston-powered go-kart. Obviously finishing this, finishing the monster truck, and, maybe a piston-powered punch buggy. And then obviously the piston-powered helicopter, VTOL helicopter.